Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning. Coach Tebogo, long time.
Morning, Mr. A. It's been a long time, but we are back. It's a fun season. We're going to kick a lot of teams this season. So, yeah, I'm glad we are back. We are back.
Yeah,
Morning,
I can see
Tammy.
your team is doing very well.
Good morning,
PhD,
Tebogo.
how are you, my brother?
I'm good in yourself, my brother. How are you? How are you, Mr. King?
MTN8.
Wafa, wafa.
MTN8. I hear my friend Tebo here is saying he's going to kick a lot of teams. Has he changed the team that he support? Are you now supporting Chiefs? Because Chiefs seems to be the team that is kicking people now.
I was forever a Kaizer Chiefs, Tammy, but today I'm a Sundowns.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, what's the funniest thing about this thing? I struggle to understand. Chiefs fans, most of them are supporting Sundowns. And my question is, why are they with Sundowns instead of Pirates?
Why should we support Pirates? Firstly, because no, I'm asking why should we support Pirates? They are our biggest rivals in the country. So it's
Okay, so your
rivalry.
biggest rivals are Pirates.
Yeah, there's no way I can go with Pirates against Sundowns. It's not like that I love Sundowns. I also hate Sundowns, but then when the two teams come together and Pirates can go for the fourth MTN8 in a row. So rather it's taken by Stellenbosch, or I think Stellenbosch will beat Skokuni, and then Stellenbosch will face Sundowns. They stand a good chance against Sundowns.
No.
Okay.
It makes sense.
So for you, it's a chess game.
Yeah, I'm from outside. Remember, I'm number 10. So they said to me, choose who are you going with in the top 8. So the first week, obviously, we all knew who was going to take the semifinals. So now I'm very much happy that the draw had both Sundowns and Pirate facing each other, meaning there's an extra chance for Coach Barker to get a silverware. I mean, he deserves it. He's one of the best coaches in the country. He's one of the he's the longest serving coach in the Premier Soccer League, coaching one team. So I'm with Stellenbosch and Mamelodi Sundowns, the tycoons.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. And to all the people that are watching now, guys, please don't mind sending messages. I'm having a conversation with the big Orlando Pirates fan, PhD, and a big Kaizer Chiefs fan called Tebogo. We sometimes call him the coach, but today he says he's with Sundowns. And yeah, it makes sense because he's from Pitori, and we always wonder why are people from Pitori supporting Kaizer Chiefs, but now we know deep down where his heart is. We now know that
Kaizer Chiefs is a national brand. Kaizer Chiefs is a national brand. It's not like these other teams, township brands, teams like Orlando, teams like Mamelodi, teams like Elamonte, Marisburg. No. We are Kaizer Chiefs. We are a national team.
Okay, so you are no more Pefeni boys.
No.
Okay.
We are from.
Now we know that you are no more Pefeni boys. Can we allow
we are from Pefeni. Our roots are in Pefeni. However, we are now a national team. We are in the level of Bafana Bafana and the Springboks.
Madrid is not an international team. Barcelona is not an international team, according to you. Liverpool is not an international team. Manchester is not an international team. Chelsea is not an international team, according to you.
No lie. Those teams that you just counted, they are, if we're going to compare them to Kaizer Chiefs, in their own country, fan base, like they are very small. Because
so
Manchester in England.
What you're basically saying now that we are calling it Kaizer Chiefs, so you are saying it belongs to an individual. If we are going to use that,
what I'm saying is in England, you go to Liverpool, you won't find Manchester United fans. In Spain, you go to Barcelona, you won't find Madrid fans.
Let's not deviate from the topic. This is a
In
topic for
Italy,
another day. I can see Kaiser Chiefs fan is trying to take over. PhD, can we get your analysis? This one is trying to
No,
get a shine.
the sad part is in Mamelodi, where Mamelodi Sundowns comes from. I had 15 taxis coming to Orlando, filling up Orlando Stadium in their own township, in their home place, Mamelodi. We just allow them. Remember, Orlando Pirates is the second biggest brand in the SADC region, far bigger than Kaizer Chiefs and your Mamelodi Sundowns. In fact, the only sporting. No, check your Google. I know. We are the second biggest brand in SADC after the Springbok in terms of sport. But I will allow you time. You will come during the week to tell me. But Hakioda, Rona, we are waiting for I mean, honestly speaking, when we play against Sundowns, it's always beautiful football because I think the best players are playing for both Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates. Because if you check at the success rate, these guys are the only two teams that are fighting in terms of winning the league. When it comes to cups, most of the times it's Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates. In many aspects, we've been waiting for Kaizer Chiefs to come to the party, but Kaizer Chiefs is not the topic. Neither did they not make it into the top four. They did not make it into the top eight. So I don't think they should be a topic. They honestly, with all due respect, don't meet the requirements. But I'm very excited to face Mamelodi Sundowns, and I will definitely up the slam them.
PhD, I can see even the fans are with you. They're saying up the bucks. And I just read a comment from Musa Musa Panda Panda says Tebogo is dreaming. They can see that definitely he's dreaming, like I said when we started the show. And I see another one saying Tebogo, and they're rolling their eyes. Sipamandla's speech is saying Tebogo again. They're rolling their eyes when they see. And I see another comment that's coming from Kagiso Papago Piladi. This guy, this PhD guy is useless. Yeah,
I like that. I
PhD.
like that. I like that.
Why?
I like that. You can read that again. You can read that again.
And I just got another one. They say Musa Panda Panda says, I'm watching the podcast. Orlando Pirates will surprise people. And yeah, guys, you can see that the fans are already out there. It's a big game, and we are getting a lot of viewers. It's a good time to do a sports show. And thanks to everybody that's watching. And Debza, what's your comment about the match today, apart from the jokes that you make?
uh, today's game is going to be more tactical, especially from the both team sides, because remember it's a game of two legs. So it's not a match where you say you're going for a kill. If you get the opportunity as a team, you should utilize those opportunities. But then it's going to be more tactical. Orlando Pirates wouldn't want to concede and give Mamelodi Sundowns an away goal. So from Sundowns side, I think they have an added extra advantage based on the last two games played by Orlando Pirates. You can see that the coach has not found his starting 11, and Cardoso has been there now for, let's say, a season. It's not a full season, but then he's been there. He knows all his players. Even without Ribeiro and Mudau, he still has other players who have been there. So it's not an excuse for Sundowns to not come and perform. They and I can say they need this more than Orlando Pirates, because for the past seasons, Sundowns has been an average team because they only have a PSL league title to brag about, as compared to the many titles they contend for. So they need this more than they need the Premier Soccer League.
PhD, why are you speechless? Somebody
No, I'm
has
not
said
speechless. I
stuff
was
and
just
you're quiet.
giving them an opportunity because I can see that they are grieving. I can hear that they are crying that they don't win cups because Orlando Pirates has been making it difficult for them. I think Orlando Pirates in the past 3 seasons has been the most dominant team in terms of cup competition. Even the very same Kaizer Chiefs that has just won the Nedbank Cup, they won it in the hands of Orlando Pirates at the finals. I think it has become now a norm and a culture at Orlando Pirates in recent years, even in many years, even by the days that we were called Avuma
So,
Kalanja.
sorry
It was because,
to interrupt you. Sorry to interrupt you. If you can speak a bit louder, PH, if you can just raise your
yeah, am
voice.
I sound now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a known factor. It's been a known factor, especially of recently, that each and every final we do reach the finals. That's why a lot of people don't understand that the coach of Orlando Pirates now, he just wants to see Orlando Pirates reaching or doing well in terms of the MTN8. Yes, people are concerned that he's not doing well in terms of the league, but he knows, I think he was told by the management to say, we've won these cups 3 times in a row. We've reached the Nedbank Cup 3 times in a row. So therefore, you should really concentrate much on a cup, on the MTN. But with all due respect to Mamelodi Sundowns, whom I just mentioned that they happen to be a quality side. Look at their coach, took them to the, I mean, his first season took them to the CAF Champions League finals. Unfortunately, he seems to be failing when it comes to cup competition in terms of, just winning those cups. But it comes to a team that definitely needs this MTN, more than any other team, considering all aspects, all the investment, all the quality of players. They obviously want to win the hearts of Mamelodi Sundowns fans, especially after he lost in the CAF Champions League. There were a lot of talks, but I think it's got quality for days. If you look at your Ikon Reiners, if you look at your Shalulile, if he's able to play him, Tebogo Mokoena, a seasoned player, very disciplined, no off the field drama. You've never had such things with Tebogo. He's always laughing, enjoying his football. There's no drama. Ronald Williams, ever so consistent. Mudiba, Bafana's best left back, ever so consistent, no drama. And I think he'll want to do it for his marriage. He just got married now, the boy. And after he got married last month, he has improved. His performance has improved. He went there. I don't know. He went with Grand Kekan and Tebo Mukwena to his wedding. It was a very nice wedding. And after seeing him after the wedding, when they played against Richards Bay, he looked like, when they say behind every successful man, there's a woman. Yeah, he's motivated by the marriage. I think is one player that is really, if he motivated me to get married, I think I'll get better when I get married. But Akioda, what I'm trying to say is that we need to give credit to the boy. He's been ever so consistent over 5 years of consistency. Being playing for Mamelodi Sundowns, I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves in terms of consistency and discipline. Obviously, combined with hard work and talent to play for Mamelodi Sundowns for almost or around 5 seasons, and also be that regular at Bafana Bafana. It's like he has cemented that left back. I mean, he's got quality for days. He can attack, he can defend. But most of the times, especially when he plays against Orlando Pirates, he gets exposed. He was once exposed by Munapule Saling. He was once exposed by Yoma Hope and the likes. But if only he can know that his basic job at Mamelodi Sundowns is just to defend first. And if you can do that first and be able to attack, you can do well. But your Allende, like I said, he's been noticed as a lazy player. He only plays when he has the ball, according to Talent Mbata, who has really even proven that because he has won man of the match. And I think Orlando Pirates, if they included Talent Mbata, someone who's comfortable on the ball and also knows Yotebo Mukwena and really trust himself with the ball, because not only does he win the ball, but he can play. Supposedly really quality player. I think we're going to enjoy football today. I think Sundowns will lose while they've played well. And as they always do, they win the hearts and the livers of South Africans. I think that's what they're going to win.
Wow, PhD can talk, guys. I'm seeing a message from Tebogo saying Sundowns will kill people, and we just want to send a shout out to Ntlamulo Andrew. Ntlamulo Andrew, he's like our number one supporter all the time. He always tunes on our show. We need to say big ups to Ntlamulo Andrew for holding it down for the 12 player family. We really appreciate Ntlamulo for always supporting us. PH, because you know me and you are always holding it down for the 12th player. We need to find a way of buying this guy a ticket to a match
Yes,
of his
yes,
choice so that he can come meet us and we just share the fun regardless of which team he supports. We need to
yeah.
take Nklamulo out for any match of his choice so that we can spend time with him. Tebogo, you were listening to PhD and you can see there's a lot of messages that are coming through. As Tebogo is speaking, I'll be showing them, but some are saying Sundowns, Temba Kumete is saying Sundowns will kill people, and somebody's saying PhD with capital letters, you are the best. Now you can get to smile, PhD.
I'm not used to compliments, eh? I'm not used to compliments. Even when you said that,
That's why I'm
I
saying you
thought he
can get
was
to
going to
smile.
say,
And this one is saying, what is PhD? Explain what's a PhD, PhD. Break it down for him so that he understands what's a
it's a
PhD.
doctor in philosophy. We all know that, but they always, because this doctorate I was given by the Iron Job. My little understanding of football as a fan, the tactics, and also dealing with the fans, and many other aspects of football holistically. So because you find that other people are just one-sided. Understand? So even with administration, football administration, chief. That's why I understand that we cannot just fire the coach because if you understand how difficult it is to sign a contract, hey, you will know that it's not easy.
Yeah, there we go. So I'm still around, and some are saying Abdes Salam is coaching with a bus ticket. Abdes Salam is coaching with a bus ticket.
Yeah,
That's
you
not
see,
me.
no,
It's
no,
Pido
no,
Pido
no, no. That
Mashiane.
that's true. That's true. That it may
Is
be
it true?
true. No, yes, yes. Remember,
Eh,
on 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 social media, we accept anything. But even your Cardoso is better because he is coaching license forklift. Nabi is worse. Nabi is worse because
Chef,
he's using
chef.
Elia Shoprite. Elia Shoprite, your Nabi. He uses the Shoprite working 80 points.
Listen to this one. This is what I like. I like what Tapelo Malika is saying. He says the 57 Yellow Brigade have rented the voices of the zebras. So that
Yeah,
confirms that uh, Kaiser Chiefs and Sundowns are together in this game, which is what Tebogo was saying earlier on. Tebogo, what's the reasoning behind? I know I've asked you, but I still struggle to understand why can't you guys just let the game just play and go for the winner? Why so much, support on one side instead of just supporting football?
It's a big occasion. It's a big game. It's one of the two best teams in the country. So you can't say you are neutral because remember, at the end of the day, it's either you celebrate with others or you comfort others. You can't say you're neutral in this game. As much as I love my team, I love Kaiser Chiefs, but then and as I said in our groups, uh, I'm staying when the top eight was so the draw was made. I said, okay, I'm staying this one out. But after the first games were played, I even phoned you and I said, I wish for a Sundowns and Pirate semi-final. We can't have this them playing in the finals because I still need one of the two other teams, Stellenbosch and Skukuni. They are also performing. They perform better than Kaiser Chiefs in 2 or 3 seasons now. So they deserve to be there. So between Pirates and Sundowns, you have to take sides. The same way, if it was a Soweto derby, they take sides. If it's Sundowns and Kaiser Chiefs, Orlando PhD takes sides, and we all know that he goes with Sundowns. He doesn't go with Kaiser Chiefs. So this game, I'm a Sundowns fan. A lot of Kaiser Chiefs supporters are with Sundowns today. We wish Sundowns take this match. Today it's not going to be an easy match. The most beautiful match will come next week. Today is going to be more tactical. I can tell you that. I just don't know which team the bus ticket holder will come with, because he's undecided. He might bring in the midfielder of the season. He might start with Relay at the bench like the previous game, which I need to ask PhD, how can you bench Relay? What's behind it? Why the coach decides to bench Relay?
I
I
like what
mean,
the comments are saying. You know, Leko Kenosi is saying, what is Tebogo saying? Tebogo, what are you saying?
I'm saying I'm going with
Leko
Mamelodi
is
Sundowns.
saying, what is Tebogo saying? Maybe, wait, Tuma, Papa. What are you saying?
I'm going with Mamelodi Sundowns.
Okay. In short, you are going with Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yes.
All right. PhD, Tebogo has spoken. But
Yeah.
a message from Liko Lacoste Gilaji. Weak man, le Pirates yabo. Yepong. Hey, the supporters are talking. PhD, I think you're under attack today. Today
There's
you're
no
under
team at Orlando. Now there's no team. It's just a lot of players who don't know who's coming in. The only player we show that is going to play today is the goalkeeper.
you.
So amazing that we know. We know, you don't know. Sipo China will be playing. John Hoto will be playing. Sipo Sislen Dulu will be playing. Tito will be playing. Mbogazi will be playing. Siema will be playing.
Tito.
The
Tito.
ambulance himself. Ambulance, you can't go anywhere without ambulance, Baba. You need,
Ambulance
it's
outside.
too.
There's no stretcher inside the ambulance. What's the purpose of the ambulance running around? There's no stretcher inside. There's no drip. I wanna say, the body siren fella good him.
I always tell even my fellow Orlando Pirates fans, when they make their own squad, they don't include Tito on social media. I told them, even before when Sipombule was born, they were saying, yeah, Wabona Tito will need to work. I said, this guy is on another level. And you need to understand that he's arguably the best number 10 in the country. You will not include him in your squads on TikTok and Facebook and Twitter, but he will be there in the starting lineup, and people will be chanting his name. He's on another level. Hugo Bruce did not smoke any socks when he said he's a perfect replacement for Tembazwani. And I think his talent has made him to be an enemy to many. And we know that when you're a big player, when you're talented, it's natural on talented people. There's a love-hate situation. That's why at some point we saw even Sundowns fans when Pirates was beaten 4-1, they were chanting his name, swearing his name. I don't want to say they were saying Futsek to him. Why did they not say Futsek to Tito, Futsek to Koki, Futsek to Chaine? Why did they not say that? It's not only because of the song, but it's because of the impact. They know the impact that Tito has. When okay, just to answer that question where you said where you asked why is Relay on the bench. When we won the MTN8 final, Relay started on the bench. He came in maybe less than 5 minutes. He created a goal and scored a goal. Nedbank Cup final.
Which final?
When
Eliminated 3. Which one?
No, the recent the last MTN Cup final.
European Stellenbosch.
Yes, the one that you say we robbed Stellenbosch.
But your answer was yes, so it's done.
Yes, I mean, yes, it's fine. I agree. And I just want to accept. But Relebile Mufokeng dribbled everyone, dribbled the referee, he dribbled all defenders, he dribbled the goalkeeper, and he dribbled the fence and scored a goal. So he on that game, Natadile game towards the end, he was on the bench. Again, even at the last at the Nedbank Cup, where he committed some sort of adult to Bongani Zungu, told him to open his legs wide. Why then he kissed him. Tebogo, Ronald Williams, he was just staring at the ball. So Relebohile Mofokeng and the bench when it comes to bigger matches, and beside, not he sits on the bench because you've got Oswina Police. I mean, that's quality for days. Who can blame him for that? And the best striker, by the way, yeah,
can they play together?
They can. They were playing together at against Polokwane City when we won. They were playing together, but there was a question of the effectiveness because Relay was not in the game that much when playing from the other side. So there were different elements to say maybe we need to bench one, those kind of things. And sometimes when you've got the luxury of quality after quality, you can bench either one. I don't think there are few teams that can bench Relay. And if you can bench Relay, it means you've got quality players.
No, I understand as a coach, there are tactics which you can use. But then remember, the boy has been the second best player in the country last season. Ne? And then there's the Nkota impact, which Nkota was not up there, but then he sold. So now, after Nkota leaves the country, you bench the boy. What does it say to his confidence now? There are some factors as a coach. You need to come in as a coach. You need to come in, be a father, and be a coach at the same time. That boy now, we can't shy away. We can't shy away from the fact that he and Nkota were this close, and now Nkota has left the country. With him, there's those sayings that he might leave. He might the offer is too little. Then give the boy a chance to play.
All right. Yeah, thank you very much because you are raising those points to someone who is close to who is close to the bone of those matters. By the way, Relebohile Mofokeng, I hear people are talking. I don't want to mention people's names here, but some analysts is saying, "Hey, the bone intwana kajabulanga, Nkota hambile." Relebohile Mofokeng does not want to go to your Israel. He does not want to go to those. He wants to go to Europe. If a best offer, no, I'm telling you, I'm not telling you rumors. I'm telling you straight from where he and even yourself as a coach, you would know that it wouldn't make sense for Relebohile to go to your Arab, to go to this club. With all due respect to them, Relay needs to go straight into Europe. And when it comes to the issue of the bench, it's not like he's not on another level. It's just a tactical approach to say, no, it's fine. We have to have a stronger bench. Someone who will come and add impact. If we don't win, or maybe we are losing, we are trailing, you need a Relebohile Mofokeng to come and do his magic. But again, I'd also want to agree with you to say, we can also play them both. Because if you don't play Relay, we're talking about a player that scored 2 goals in less than 5 minutes against Sundowns. So if you bench him, are you benching those two goals? And this time he can score 6 because Pirates is not going to defend anyhow.
Hence I said I agree if it's tactical. If it's a tactical move, then. But then he's a starting 11 player. Any day, any team in the PSL. He goes to Mamelodi Sundowns today, he's in the starting 11. He doesn't need to prove himself.
No, if it was up to me, coach, what I would do, I understand that Muremi can come in, but I think he hasn't grown into the magnitude of this game like today's match. I'll definitely put Apolis and Mofokeng. I'll do as you're saying. I think that would be the best approach for me because this game is very important. We just signed a deal during the week of Amstel. We can't afford to be losing. We just signed another deal, Suzuki. We can't afford to be losing. We are the second biggest brand in SADC. So losing and us doesn't mean. This is the time where
signing deals.
Let me ask you a question. Which car sponsor did Pirates have before Suzuki? Because I saw somebody making a very strange joke. But Okare, we
ACP
signed.
Jota.
They said we signed a slow.
No, it was
Oh,
Ford.
no wonder. Because somebody just sent a post saying we signed a slower car.
Yes, no. In terms of that, they are quite right. But in a business language and in business sense, you'd understand that this was a great deal because Suzuki really sells a lot, and Suzuki is a definite challenge to Toyota, because the reason why Toyota sells is because we can afford it. You understand, and the parts they're not complicated. So Suzuki is definitely challenging for Toyota, and there's no better way to do it than the Orlando Pirates.
Hmm, interesting.
Advertising ya
But,
mahala.
but Jeff Kalipa says Rele is a professional player who understands the transfer policy of Orlando Pirates. He can't sulk because of Nkota leaving. He understands the work needed for him and Oswin to gel. And I agree with Jeff, because I honestly feel Tebogo, your comments were actually wrong, because Rele has been with the big squad long before Nkota joined, and it was never about who's there and who's not there. As a footballer, you practice as an individual up to a certain point. I'm sure they're not twins where they grew up together to a point where he would be affected by somebody leaving the team. You know, I've been saying this for quite some time, that I feel like Rele doesn't get a chance to rest. He's forever on the field. And sometimes when you do too much of the same thing, it can get tiring. Sometimes you need to recharge. And to come to what you said, PH, about Tito, I also second you. He's a big player. And once all the teams are talking about you, whether good or negative, that's when you have an impact, because people don't talk about somebody that doesn't do anything. The fact that the whole country, from Chiefs to Sundowns to Pirates, the conversation is about one player, then you must know the magnitude of that player. If you remember, Saleng used to be criticized after he demolished Sundowns 2 years in a row, and they were saying he's not such a good player. He's like one hit wonder, something like that. And then the next thing Saleng missed from Pirates, the very same people were the ones that started fighting for Saleng to be reinstated at Pirates, saying Pirates is unfair, whatever, whatever. So sometimes what your rival might be saying might not be factual. They might be saying it from a point of being threatened by that individual. And I still say a lot of teams that are criticizing Tito are those that were demolished by Tito before, Kaizer Chiefs included, with that Panenka penalty.
Tito scored a penalty against Kaizer Chiefs. Let's not speak about Kaizer Chiefs. It's as PhD said, akunala engena khona namhlanje. Yes, I'm a Chiefs fan, but then it's MTN8. Tito, my problem with Tito is consistency. He's not consistent.
Mention a consistent player in this country.
Who,
Yeah,
who's
in this
consistent?
country. Mention one.
PhD has just said that
Start with Ribeiro.
Who's
Start with
consistent
Ribeiro.
in this country?
yes, Ribeiro has been consistent the last season.
I remember.
Not well, not
No, he was
scoring
not
every game
consistent.
doesn't mean we are not consistent. But then his impact, yes, against the 2-1 lose against Pirates, he was not there. But then when we talk about consistency, is that this guy, each and every game, he gives you something. Relay has been consistent.
No,
You just said
he dropped Relay for a long time, if you remember. The reason, there was a time whereby he was competing with Ribeiro like this, and then he dropped performance, and people said, hey, Relay dropped for a long time. Ribeiro, after being marked by Mbogazi, he didn't score for almost 2 months.
hence
And we have to mention the scoring part
I
because he's
say
been scoring.
not scoring doesn't mean that you are not consistent. There's assist to that replacement of goals. There's you creating goals for others to score. There's you bossing around.
Yes, I
There's you
understand.
bossing around the middle field as a middle fielder. So when you talk about consistency, we're not talking about scoring goals.
No, no, we are not only talking about scoring goals. Let's not talk about as if it's not. It's also
Yeah.
additional. If I'm scoring goals every game, I'm being consistent. It's part of contribution. That's scoring goals. If I'm scoring goals, I'm being consistent in terms of scoring
And
goals. I may not be playing
Ribeiro,
well.
what position is he?
He was playing also. They were playing him as a 10 most of the time last season because
Guys,
they
I
needed
hear
Handsome.
you.
somebody,
I hear
and
you.
he
He
You
was
are
was
scoring.
scoring.
discussing. I hear you are discussing Ribeiro, but Ribeiro might
Mm.
not even play today. So can we focus on the players that are playing for today so that we don't deviate from the MTN8? You see the issue of having a Kaizer Chiefs fan discussing Orlando Pirates and Sundowns. You see Tebogo is here to charge the
This is
conversation of the MTN and deviate, so can we deal with the two defenses of these both teams, the Mamelodi Sundowns defense? Let's look at the Mamelodi Sundowns defense and look at the Orlando Pirates defense, and looking at the message from Tulani Chris Shongwe. Truly speaking, I'm not happy with the combination of Siema and Bogazi. They both don't have experience, which is what I've been saying to you, Tebogo, and your friends in all the groups, that the danger with Orlando Pirates is rushing young boys into big time matches. These are big matches, and rushing them into taking that responsibility might be suicidal for both the coach and Orlando Pirates. Orlando Pirates is not a team that's supposed to be rebuilding. It's a team that's supposed to be talking about winning cups, and you can't be trying formations in this period in time.
but players are injured.
Is Koki injured? Is CBC
The
injured?
defenders are injured.
Who? CBC is
CBC is
out.
injured.
Koki? We're
Koki is
talking
available.
experience.
Kogi is
We're
there.
talking experience.
Is there Kogi? But yeah,
Yes.
you want him. Okay.
Mr. A, when even under Rivero,
Wait. Before we even go, why are you guys laughing at me when I say 1K?
I need to explain. Like,
Yeah.
remember that the last Pirate coach, whenever he played Toki, he'd play him with CBC and Mbokazi. He never it was not a two defender pairing. So we don't know with Abdesalam if he prefers to play the flat three or not. And Koki is not Koki, CBC is out. You still don't have Nda. You still don't have Barkamang Fanlo Munyano. So Sasani.
As a son.
So maybe the coach doesn't believe in Koki. That's why he's put in the two young defenders. Yeah, Siema and TLB.
Is it the right thing to do though? Because I saw how you guys laughed
Yeah.
at me when I started talking about the experience of Koki. The fact that you are laughing at me, you are agreeing with the coach. And the reason I raised this issue is to also try and defend the coach's decision, because if all of you are recommending all these young players and including the DDC players, then there's nothing wrong with the Pirates coach. Me personally, I would go for experience. But the moment you guys are criticizing people like Kogi and all these experienced players for the young players, then it means the coach is not wrong. Then you can't blame such a coach, because it means the majority of you guys do the same thing that the coach wants. Because I personally feel like the coach is rushing young players. That's just my personal view. I might be wrong, but if all of you are saying no, Kogi is not a player to put in there, and most of the players are injured, then you can't blame such a coach. Then it means the coach is doing the right thing.
Myself, I'm not even entirely blaming the coach. It's just that the results are not in our favor. Not only that, there are those two things. You know, the right back when he played the Mashilwan, I criticize that part. I think Mashilwan is not yet grown enough to can start as a right back. Honestly, he did not play well, and we need to be honest about it. Not only once, not twice. I saw him first 20 minutes, 15 minutes. I was like, ah, no, this guy is not giving us anything. Maybe he was scared. He's a new player. Playing for Orlando Pirates is not easy. I think I think they should, I think they're throwing him on the bus. I think give him time, introduce him gradually, but starting him, it's not helping. I would rather play Josie on the right. There are those things in the middle of the park. Today he has to make sure that the chef is cooking. We need a chef to cook today. He should play the same way he played against Polokwane City, but on the right side, put Diono van Rooyen, put Shandu on Grozi. Mashilwane, let him grow and come gradually. But no, no, no. And even on the issue of Radio Pan, I think starting with him won't be a perfect thing to do. I think if he can start with Mahopa, he can give us something.
I don't think Pirates fans are blaming or fighting with the coach. It's just that the drastic changes he's made. He came in first games, the whole team, almost the whole team has changed. And you're talking about the team that finished went into the Nedbank finals, finished second in the league, CAF semi-finals. So what is he saying about those other players? So that's what the fans are complaining about. That you can't just come in. I mean, I even said that the coach, the team that beat him 8-1 while he was in Marumo, he's not playing that team. He comes with his own new team. Van Rooyen, you have Van Rooyen, you have Shandu. They've been playing at the right back. Both of them are out. So he kept Dion Hoto. The midfield, he changed the midfield completely. So that's what the fans are saying. I don't think if he has lost the 2 games with majority of the players from last season, there would be this outcry.
No, that's
Renanglaka is saying, Coach, you are lying.
True.
Yeah, soccer is about opinions.
No, but
it's
I agree with
opinions.
you on this.
It's not fact
Yeah.
because
No,
this is what I like
it's
about
not.
this platform. This is what I like about this platform. People are having all opinions, and I've seen some have already sent messages saying that they need to be part of the conversation, and they must send private messages to Lifestyle League so that we send them the link. It takes a long time for people to adjust the link so that they look proper on the screen. So the reason your message might be ignored now is just because you need to plan before so that we test it first so that the audio is fine. So to all those that want to be part of the conversations live with us, need to send their direct messages to our platforms, all the various platforms from Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and we will plan it properly and then
Twitter.
send the link, and Twitter as well, so that we get you guys to be on board. And yeah, let's continue with the conversation, guys.
But this T-shirt is on
Bijama.
another level. Yes. Look at this, man. Adidas cooking here. How do you lose? Wearing this thing, Mark? That's a Chiefs, your Pirates, man. No, guys. You can't lose wearing like this.
But then I must say, Pirates is not the only team that's having crisis. There's also crisis in Mamelodi. There's Kulisomu Dao factor, the best right back in the country, and he's not there. He's not playing. We don't know why. There's rumors which
we know he wants money.
No, but
I know he wants money.
Yes, he wants money, but then the figures which are being said, we don't know if it's true or not. The one that they say he's getting now, so we can't say they are paying him this much. We don't have that fact. And We don't. There's a Tapelo Mrena also in the team, and the coach doesn't also. He's good at right back. The coach doesn't give him that opportunity. So there's a lot also going in Mamelodi Sundowns. Left back, we don't know who's going to start. Mudiba, Lunga or Lungu or Basadin.
or
Yes,
Basadi.
you go centrally. You don't know if we know that Mokoena will be there with Alenda. We don't know if it's going to be Adams or another player. So there's no consistency also in Mamelodi Sundowns, which I fail to understand why. The coach has been there now for more than 8 months. He must have his own core team. Yes, there are some tactical 11s which can happen, but then there's a lot happening. The coach benching the best striker, Shalulile. I mean, Shalule has been one of the consistent players from Highlands Park. He scores goals, he defends goals in the same match.
I saw the coach there benching Chanelin.
Is
What
an
do you
eye.
want me to tell you? No, it's the, when there's an issue of contracts and stuff. You know that Shanilile's contract was about to end. There was this, when there's an issue of Munna Pule Saling's issue, players are not played because of this. We don't want to get into that, but that's one of the reasons. When it comes to contracts, they won't play. Even Mudau goes to training, but it doesn't play. Do you know that it goes to training?
You have
I
to go
don't
to training.
think. Were you
Remember,
aware?
you are not only
Were you
being
aware
paid
of
to
that? Tebogo?
come again.
Were you aware that Mudawi is going to training?
I remember, as I was about to say, you are not only being paid for match day. Your monthly salary includes you coming to practice every day. So if you're not going to practice, you can't expect to be paid.
And then they're saying to you, Kagisho Papakopiladi says, tell Tebogo that Mamelodi Sundowns will never beat Orlando Pirates FC and Rena Garitsamai Leona Sundowns yo ya gago. I can tell this one is another Kaizer Chiefs fan that's not happy with you.
Yeah, he's those Kaizer Chiefs fans who are not spiritually gifted. So what's we understand he's not spiritually gifted. He doesn't see these things.
It must be tough being a Kaizer Chiefs fan this weekend. It must be tough being a Kaizer Chiefs
So
weekend.
the spiritual,
Kaizer Chiefs fan this weekend. You guys are caught up in between us.
Now I'm
Bar
not caught up.
Bar,
no, but I think majority of them will be supporting Sundowns. Honestly,
they say Sundowns must email our 3 goals. The rest will come to collect at Lucas Moripe. This Butali Mukwedi.
that one is spiritually gifted.
Yeah, no. Guys, are you done with your conversations? Because me, I'm enjoying what I see on the chats. This is what makes me happy. You know, PhD, they say you look happy by Tabo Mokhitla. Do you look happy? Are you?
No, very happy and very confident.
Are you really happy, or you have no choice to adjust?
I am very happy. No, I wasn't happy during the week. I started getting better from yesterday. I got better. Yeah, during the week, like what, the back-to-back loses. It's true. It's a fact. I was not happy, but I started being more happier from yesterday, today. I've put that behind me, and I realized that the coach, when you look at something, when you're angry, hence they say anger is a friend of fools. You cannot see the positivity. I couldn't see the positivity. I also shared the sentiment that this coach was a liar. But when I looked at the game and I realized, I thought, this guy, he wants us to have more of the ball. We press front three, we can play. Yes, there are things to be fixed. Let's not be in denial. There are many things to be fixed. But I think, like you've mentioned, Coach, one of the most important thing was to keep the core of Rivero's squad first and then integrate into new players. I think that's a common complaint that we have. And honestly, I felt that way. But I hope, because I've sent him my squad. We made an interview. I've sent him my squad. I think he will play around it and he will do better.
PhD,
I don't need any
PhD,
invoice.
they've just asked a question. Odric Moyo is asking a very important question to PhD. How safe is the Orlando Pirates coach today in case results don't favor Orlando Pirates?
First of all, let me say the people that are saying Orlando Pirates, they would fight and everything. There are those that are saying that, but let me tell you where it comes from. Not only does it come from the fact that we've been losing, it comes from the fact that Chiefs has been winning. That's a fact. It's like we lost 4 games in a week. We lost 2 of our own, and when Chiefs won, we felt that we were losing. So that's why the pain was a bit higher than normal. But another thing is, Kaizer Chiefs fans want us and Sundowns to fight, while we are happy us and Sundowns to play the match, because this is the biggest game in terms of football in the Southern Hemisphere. So Chiefs is making sure that they are saying, Kaizer Chiefs fans, they will come and protect our coach. How can you come and protect our coach? He's our coach. We are the ones who will protect our coach.
We will fight. We
So
will
they are
fight
trying
for
to
your
make
coach.
MTN.
He's not going anywhere.
Yes, exactly. So they are trying to make MTN to make us fight with Sundowns, so that MTN can exclude both Pirates and Sundowns, and Chiefs can come and play in the final. And it will never happen. That's what they are hoping for. They are hoping that MTN expels Sundowns and expels Pirates. And some weak Pirates fans have been beaten in that. They don't understand that this is a strategy used by Kaizer Chiefs fans to make sure that we fight with Sun. We are not fighting with Sun. How can we fight with people that don't have supporters? They don't have supporters.
No, we are there today.
To protect
No,
our
we're
coach.
supporting them and protecting your coach. Now 50-50, we are fair.
Protecting our coach. Our coach is safe. No helmet needed there. Everyone will be safe. The only thing that Kaizer Chiefs fans should be doing is to push the management of Kaizer Chiefs to bring back Nabi, because we miss him.
No, he's got family. He's got
We
family
miss Coach
crisis.
No, he must come. Now it's sorted.
Oh,
We miss him. Kaizer Chiefs is winning. Kaizer Chiefs is winning when he's away. He must come back.
and by the way, PhD, I saw a video of your coach during the week saying to his strikers that myself, if I was in the 18 area with the ball and my father was there open for me to pass him, I will not pass him. I will shoot to score. So he's encouraging players to be selfish.
In football, sometimes you have to be selfish. In football,
No.
Ronaldo is who he is sometimes because he's selfish. If you think you're a player and you've been practicing all your life and you see an opportunity to score, you will score. But if you feel you can't take chances, if you look at all the great goals in the world, are those that were selfishly taken, most of them, where you had an option of still passing somebody, but you take that shot. If somebody scores from 30, 45 yards, they have an option of passing somebody, but they still took a chance. But if you miss that ball, it becomes a problem, which is what's happening with Mariko. You can see that the boy knows how to shoot. The boy has got confidence. He's been doing this before he came to Orlando Pirates. But at Orlando Pirates, he misses one ball and the whole crowd goes mad on him. Still on that, we need to also congratulate Renang Laka, who just posted, people are yet to see Orlando Pirates win the 25-25 season. Our winning momentum will open today. And one of the reasons I'm saying congratulations, it's just because he's also one of those that are forever supporting our shows. And we just need to thank him again for the support, because we have something that shows our algorithms of who supports us the most, and it gave us three names. The other one I've already mentioned, and also Renang Laka. We really appreciate your support, and we will mention the last one just before the show closes. We have 5 minutes to go. Your last words, Tebogo.
My last words, today's game is going to be tactical. Sundowns are going to the final. There's still a lot of crisis in, as much as there's crisis in Mamelodi, there's bigger crisis in Orlando. But then this one, Sundowns is taking it. Today, the match, Sundowns will score 2 goals. I don't know if the selfish strikers will come and score, but then Sundowns is scoring 2 goals today. My concern with Mamelodi Sundowns is their right back position and Shaluli not starting. Those are the two problems I'm having with Coach Cardoso. On the left back, he's got 3 players he can choose from, in Divine, in Aubrey, and Basadine. But then he needs to make up his mind on the right back. If Modao is not available due to the contractual politics, Tabelo Morana is there and has been playing that position consistently. So Cardoso needs to understand also that those players I'm talking about are our national players, which we're going to need next month. He can't continue benching those players.
But Ayanda Mashaba is disagreeing with you. He says, I had a dream last night. Pirates scored a number of goals in the first half.
Yeah, this dream is from the last game, 2-1 winner Sundowns. 2-1 winner Pirate when Rele scored 2 goals in 2 minutes. It's not a dream. It was a recap.
Yeah. PhD, your last words. I need to just ask Tebogo a question, or maybe before he even goes. Tebogo, we didn't even congratulate you. For the first time in a long time, you got 6 points in a row.
No. Last season, our first 2 games we won our first 2 games. The problem and the thing I'm happy with now compared.
I said in a long time. So it last happened 12 months ago.
Yeah.
You can proceed.
But
You can proceed. I was
it
just
was
saying
never
in a long
expected.
time. Unless if, remember PhD, for Kaiser Chiefs fans, 12 months is not too long. These people can go for 10 years without
Hey,
winning anything.
these people,
And
I
meanwhile,
respect them. Man. I respect Kaiser Chiefs fans, honestly. I've got the highest respect for you in terms of emotional intelligence.
Yeah, thanks. Lynn, I'm shocked that we indeed went 10 years of pain, and that's why now each and every win will be celebrated like it's something new. And actually, we are in our third consecutive win after the Nedbank final. So this is our third win, which it never happened last season. As I said, last season we played 28 games. Our first 2 games we got 6 points, but then what happened after that, it's a shock. But I'm happy that at least the first 2 games we have clean sheets, which says that there might be an improvement, because we in the whole of last season we only had about 6 or 7 clean sheets. In the first 10 games, we had 1 clean sheet, which was poor from a team of Kaiser Chiefs caliber. So now it's 2 matches, 2 clean sheets, we move.
Yeah. I think one of the most unlucky thing to Sundowns is being supported by Kaiser Chiefs. the bad luck of Kaizer Chiefs will fall on them. I think this is it's a pity. If I was Sundowns, I would definitely stop Kaizer Chiefs supporters for supporting me, because we know Kaizer Chiefs and winning don't go together. So, but anyway, it is what it is. But when it comes to, I think we're going to enjoy football today at the end of the day, because, like I said, these are the two best teams in the country without any doubt. So I'll be happy to see a Pirates. Yes, Pirates have been winning against Sundowns, but they have not been winning in style. We need to be honest. They've been too defensive and relying on counter breaks. They would play on moment. But I've seen a coach in a long time that allows Pirates to play football. When it's time to defend, we defend, but we don't defend like we don't play. When you've got Sipombuli in the middle of the park, there's nothing you can't do with the ball. When you've got Siposihle Nduli, who's the ball playing a CDM, I mean, you are comfortable on the ball. So we're going to enjoy, because also Sundowns plays the ball, Pirates plays the ball. I think the ball would hardly go outside. There will be less throw-ins like we see in other games of other teams. There are many throw-ins than set pieces. So here it will be all about set pieces. The ball will hardly go outside. I think we're going to enjoy
Arthur
football.
Sales is coming, Papa.
Arthur Sales only plays with one leg. He struggles. Arthur Sales, I spoke to the players, make sure he goes to his right. He won't do anything with his right foot.
Let me ask you a question.
Hmm.
How many legs does Messi use in a match?
One, most of the times.
Okay. No, no, no. I was just
No, Messi is just he perfect. You know what Messi does? He has perfected the left.
okay.
So is
Yeah.
Sales.
Sales, you push him to the right, you will see him. I'm telling you, Utansora also push Messi, even Ribeiro, push him to the right. He will always go to his left.
Ikram Reyners.
Yeah, quality. Take nothing away. Quality. Even even your sales is quality, but I'm saying there are ways to mark him. The the,
Tashreed
the
Matthews.
difference the difference with this one, Reynas. I don't like Reynas and is underrated. Reynas stretches defenders away from play, and he doesn't care if he scores. He makes sure that he plays these ones, he opens them, he stretches them, defenders away. And when you're concentrating on him, he gives the ball to an oncoming player. He's very deadly, Reynas. I don't like him. I wish he gets flu and not play.
They are saying Emmanuel Muzonda is saying PhD will agree with me. Our team, Pirates, is playing good football. The problem is that we are not scoring goals. But I'm hoping for the best in our team. I believe we will find our rhythm.
That was Kaizer Chiefs 10 years for the last 10 years, playing good football. Mara brought nothing back.
Was
Which
Chiefs
Kaiser
playing
Chiefs?
good football? Hey, did you
Which
just
Kaiser
say
Chiefs are you talking about?
Yeah, Chiefs in it.
Good football.
Chiefs.
was it
Good
not
football.
building? Was it playing good football or was it building?
But like honestly, let's be honest, good football.
Yeah,
In these 10 years of drought, were you playing good football?
yeah. Do you still
But
remember under Steve, we played good football. He was just too
I think
defensive. Under
I think
Solinas, even though it didn't stay too long, we played good football. Under Zwani, we played good football. The problem was at the back
Yazwani,
under
yeah.
Zwani. Under
No,
Zwani, the
Zwani, you
problem
played.
was at the back. And then
And
that season, which I want to forget for the rest of my life, where we were number one for 10 years and lost in the last 15 minutes. We were unstoppable.
Guys, our show has gone over 1 hour, but uNkanyiso Dlamuka says PhD uhlezi ukhuluma nge-Sundowns. Ngicabanga ukuthi noma udla ucabanga nge-Sundowns.
no, they are quite right.
Angisongo ukuthi
They are
uma
quite.
udla wena ucabanga nge-Sundowns nje ngoba uhlezi ukhuluma nge-Sundowns.
What is wrong? about talking about the champions. You know, if someone is going to be a chef and does not want to stay in a heat place, why be a chef? Why don't
But
they
now
close that
ukhuluma nge-Sundowns. Why
Huh?
wena uhlezi ukhuluma nge-Sundowns? Akuna-next engingakhuluma ngayo.
Why can't we talk about the champions? Why
Mara,
can't we? Because
we can't expect
why
him to talk about Polokwane City or the other
how
teams. Sundowns, now the team to beat in the PSL, it's Sundowns.
it's Sundowns.
Okay, but
If you
Tebogo is becoming my favorite banter, dishing buzz. Yeah, Tebogo. Yeah,
if
Tebogo
you
is
can
great.
beat if you can beat Sundowns, then you are there as a team. And for the
Exactly.
last few seasons, Pirates was competing with Sundowns alone.
Ask him there, or why is he a crybaby? How can I have a problem? Nah. Let me tell you, when Pirates loses, everyone is putting my videos out there, and I will not complain about that because this is who I am. If I want people to stop talking about me, then I must stop talking. You cannot be a champion and be saying you're always talking about. In fact, I'm not talking about them more. I need to talk about them 10 times plus. Ivan,
Marangasu blame Chomiaga. There's no one to talk about them.
exactly.
Guys,
By
guys,
57, today
let's do
58 ganna.
PhD. You know me and you. I still have to have a trip to take. We need to go watch the big boys play, and
Yeah.
Tebogo needs to go support the big boys. And all Kaizer Chiefs fans, you are all invited to come watch this big match. You can see even Sundowns people that were supposed to be on the show are chilling because they know at 3 o'clock the best football will be dished out, and we do appreciate an Amakosi fan joining us for this conversation, Tebogo. We do appreciate your comments, and at least you gained 1 or 2 followers.
Do this more. Do this more.
Do this more. Yes, do this
Uh,
more. Let's meet later. So, PhD, another question because you like disappearing after Pirates lose. What's your prediction?
Ivan,
What's your prediction?
it's a definite 3-1. Orlando Pirates
To
scores.
Sundowns, wow.
Relebohile can score 2 goals in a minute. There's nothing scary there.
Okay, Babaumi Kumalo says if we lose, I will blame PhD.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. He needs to blame me. He can blame
Uh,
me.
Kaizer Chiefs fan, your prediction?
I said Sundowns will score 2 goals. So it's a 2-0 win for Sundowns.
Okay. Must I say my prediction as well?
I don't.
Okay.
We all
So,
know
so
Oro favor, man.
Tebogo, since you are on loan to support Sundowns, when is your loan ending? What are the terms and conditions of your loan to support Sundowns?
This one is
It,
actually a Sundowns supporter in disguise because he supports Sundowns more than Chiefs. If you listen to him in groups, he's actually scared to support Chiefs. He uses the name Chiefs to become popular, but he's actually a Sundowns supporter. Even Sundowns people forget that he's Chiefs. He never praises Chiefs. For the last 5 years since I've been in one group with him, he's never praised Chiefs. He
what was
praises.
happening at Chiefs? What was happening at Chiefs in the last 5 years?
You're using Chiefs for fame when. And just because you did coach Chiefs Go Black Label because you won a competition, now you claim to support Chiefs, but your heart is with Sundowns. You can see even the colors you're wearing. You're even scared to. I mean, Chiefs has got a beautiful jersey this year. You can't even wear that jersey. That's how sad it is. Yes, that's why I'm saying that's how you are.
This is a
You rather
Protea, man.
no,
And
yes,
this is a
exactly,
Safa badge. So
exactly. That's why I'm saying you are even scared to say that you use the name Chiefs just because you were once next to Stuart Baxter.
Mara, in our previous shows, I did say that there was nothing to talk about when it comes to Kaizer Chiefs. Last year and all the seasons back, there was nothing to report home to say no. This is Kaiser Chiefs. We have stayed 10 years of drought, and in that 10 years, there's been a lot of pain. There's been a lot of disappointing signings the team has been doing. I mean, we can laugh at Orlando Pirates saying that every season they sign 23 players. However, look at the quality of those 23 players they are bringing in. As much as they don't all play, but then they can come and compete. And then you look at my team, the last few seasons, the signatures that we got, they were very disappointing.
You can
So
But
see,
now you are
as
happy
you
with Silva.
as you were talking, PhD was even yawning. And Mario Mpofu says he's a Sundowns fan. That's why he's talking about good football. Even people can see through you.
Sundowns doesn't play good football.
You are talking about, he's not saying they're playing good football. He says
Okay.
he's a Sundowns fan. That is why he's talking about good football. He's not
So
saying
where
that.
does good football and Sundowns come in?
You'll solve that with Mario Mpofu, Baba.
Mario,
Hey, I like our followers. They are teaching you guys a lesson. They're not scared.
yeah,
They're not
yeah,
scared.
yeah.
They dealt with you thoroughly, Tebogo, and I'm glad that it's not me saying these things. They've dealt with you thoroughly. It's a pity we've got a lot of messages, guys. We do appreciate and keep them coming. We couldn't show all of them. We tried to show as many as possible, but we do appreciate those messages. And thanks a lot. And let's meet later today. Hopefully, PhD will not run away from the show.
Yeah,
And yeah, because I know you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, guys. See you next time.